What's going on, world? It's your boy Big Chips here. Listen, today was more of a somber note. Did a funeral for my family and family member that passed away, and just kind of sat back and you kind of watch people at these things, and you look at where they are, where they're going. You look at just the life of the person who died, and you kind of me personally, I just sit back and I'm like, I wonder if they actually lived life, if she did accomplish everything she set out to, and which I know the answer to that, honestly. but sometimes you sit back and you question your own life and you question what's going on, and you're like, am I living life to the fullest? Am I doing everything that I should be doing to make sure when I die, I've crossed, instead of having a bucket list, that I just lived life and lived it abundantly. And right now I'm doing the second portion to my $1 million day, and I'm really trying to dig deep on things that I figure could be the root cause of my downfall. I had a business and the economy tanked, and it tanked, and I lost everything I had. I lost my house, lost my car, lost my business, of course. But most of all, I lost my dignity. I lost my self-respect. And unless you've went through something like that, you can't understand what would happen to you. We tried to plan it out. I knew what was going to happen. It was inevitable at the time, because my little thinking would not allow me to think up and over where I thought we could be. But, I tried to plan ahead and how it was going to affect me and how it was going to affect my family, and what would everybody think, and, would everybody call me a failure because I thought, all these things, all these emotions. And you go to a funeral, you watch somebody die, and you stop and you think about it, and you're like, did I live life to the fullest? Did I live life to make sure that my family is prosperous? Did I do everything in my power to accomplish my life goals? And right now it's a big old fat no. And after taking the first $1 million day challenge, I realized really, really fast that I have not accomplished hardly any of my life goals. And why not? The whole adage, you got to work, the 40-40-40 life. 40 hours a week, 40 years of your life for 40% of your pay, and that's bull crap. It was pretty successful. I was making some great money, and my yearly sales were very, very high, so I did good. But what happened when it tanked and I was left with nothing? And at that time I took it the wrong direction. I didn't say, well, now it's time to do something different. I actually looked at my life as a sore spot, and I looked at me personally as a waste of airspace and what I was doing that damaged my family. So basically I fell apart. And you go through these emotions of not understanding. You question everything. You blame God. I blame God. You promised me all this stuff, and you promised to take care of me and to get me through the trials, and then you let me fall and lose everything. But it goes back to the seeds that you plant, and are you planting good seeds? And the biggest problem with most people is they look at it as money is the root of all evil, and I know I did. And I started getting that money, and I started living life pretty abundantly. But I wasn't doing the right things with my money. I wasn't doing the right things to help people like I should. And, I was very, not selfish. I mean, I've never been selfish. I've always been a giving person. But to me, I felt like there was something wrong because I was making the money that I was. But it takes that statement, money is the root of all evil. And that's all I ever told myself. It's stuff that is ingrained into a Christian brain. Most people, especially Christians, kind of shy away from you if you are doing good, and there's got to be a reason. Like Tim Ferriss said, I'm a drug dealer, because I can't explain to anybody, especially now, what I do and how I make the money I do. There must be something wrong. I must be stealing or scamming, so I'm a drug dealer. That's what I do for a living. But, when you look at that sentence, money is the root of all evil, we forget the first part. And as I said that, a lot of you said, oh yeah, I've heard that before. Or, yeah, I felt that way. And where you forget is the first part of that sentence that nobody ever states. For the love of money is the root of all evil. For the love of money. And that's greed, all right? The gluttony of wanting more, 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 more. And I had to come to that decision a long time ago is it's not the money that I miss. It's not. It's not the big fat bank account. It's none of that stuff. It was the lifestyle. It was the lifestyle that I provided for my family. It was the lifestyle of freedom. Being able to go where we want, do what we want, when we want. And it was never a worry. It was never a troublesome thing for us. And when you lose that lifestyle, or when you've had it and you lose it, things are opened up in a brand new way. And now that I've been able to clear my head and clear my heart and clear my soul, and now that I've done this $1 million day, and now I'm doing a second run to make sure I accomplished more than what I set out to, it opens your eyes to a lot of things. Are you living life to the fullest? Are you living with the lamb's wool over your eyes? Are you sitting there only living a partial life of what you think you see and not what you really see? The problem of it is a lot of us, it's like telling somebody, especially with your kids, and I've said this before, I'll say it again, you tell your kid to go get you the salt out of the cabinet, and they go in there and they say, well, I don't know where the salt is. I was just in there earlier. I don't know where it is. Well, go look. It's in the cabinet in the kitchen. Just, you know where the salt is. And, that whole feedback of, I don't know where it is. And the whole time, in this case, my daughter or something, or my son, whatever the case is for you, they walk away saying, well, I don't know where it is. How am I supposed to know where it is? I didn't use it. I don't know where it is. In a span of like 5-10 minutes, you've told yourself 100 times you don't know where it is. And that's what you feed your brain, to the point where you open that cabinet door and you look in and you're looking everywhere and, Dad, I don't see the salt. I don't see it. It's in the cabinet. It's on the second shelf. It's in the I don't see it. I don't see it. And to the point, you get up, you go running in and you go look, and the salt's right in front of your face. You're like, what is this? But the point is you close your eyes, you live life like this little peekaboo mentality, and the peekaboo mentality doesn't work because you're blocking. You've got these shields on that you can't see to the left or to the right. You got to take those shields off your eyes. You got to take the peekaboo hand down and open your eyes and look around. The more you tell yourself you can't, the more you're right. You can't. But the more you tell yourself you can, and you believe in yourself, and you say you're gonna do it, the more you will. So that's basically the gist of it. It's a mixed emotion, mixed video. It's my $1 million day, second round. It's taking the wool off your eyes, opening your eyes, and be vigilant of everything. All right. Look at all that around you and make sure you see it. Take time to look at the room that you're in. Close your eyes and try to think of as many things as you see that are around you. It's a fun game. It instills in you to open your eyes and really pay attention. But just focus on living your life. Don't get to the end of your life and always wish you would have done this and would have done that. Be glad and thank God that you did. Because I'm telling you, it's a much better feeling, friend. Alright? So that's it. One love. Your boy's out. Gonna go home. Try to get there for some fun this evening. And we will talk at you soon. See you on the other side, guys.